A banana feels like the most obvious fruit in the world. It's yellow, sweet, soft, and lives comfortably in lunchboxes, smoothies, and cereal bowls across the planet. We peel it, eat it, and rarely think twice. But the moment someone casually says, "You know bananas are berries," it stops feeling so simple. Suddenly, the banana becomes suspicious. How could something that doesn't even have visible seeds be a berry? And if bananas are berries, then what does that make strawberries, raspberries, or blackberries? The banana is a perfect example of how everyday things quietly carry layers of science, history, and botanical weirdness that most of us never notice. To understand what a banana really is, we need to stop thinking like shoppers in a grocery store and start thinking like botanists. So let's break it all down, right here, on History of Simple Things. Most of us use the word fruit in a culinary sense. Fruits are sweet, juicy, and usually eaten raw or in desserts, while vegetables are savory and cooked. By that definition, bananas are obviously fruits, and that's where most conversations end. But botany doesn't care about taste, sweetness, or how food is used in recipes. In plant science, fruits are defined by how they develop. A fruit is the part of a plant that forms from a flower and contains seeds, even if those seeds are tiny, undeveloped, or invisible. From that perspective, bananas qualify as fruits without any argument at all. But once we zoom in further, botanists start placing fruits into categories based on how they grow, and that's where things get surprising. So, is a banana actually a berry? Botanically speaking, yes, bananas are berries. A berry, in scientific terms, is a fruit that develops from a single flower with one ovary and has flesh throughout, with seeds embedded inside rather than on the outside. Bananas meet every requirement. They grow from a single flower, they develop from one ovary, and their flesh surrounds tiny, undeveloped seeds. Those little black dots you sometimes see in the center of a banana, those are the remnants of seeds that never fully matured. Meanwhile, strawberries don't qualify as berries at all. Their seeds sit on the outside, making them aggregate fruits. Raspberries and blackberries fall into a similar category. So while it feels deeply wrong, the banana quietly checks every box that makes it a berry, while many so-called berries fail the test entirely. If bananas are supposed to contain seeds, why don't we crunch down on them like we do with apples or watermelons? The answer lies in how bananas were domesticated. Wild bananas, which still exist in parts of Southeast Asia, are packed with large, hard seeds and are barely edible. Thousands of years ago, humans began cultivating rare banana plants that produce seedless fruit through a natural mutation called parthenocarpy, which allows fruit to develop without fertilization. Over time, these seedless bananas were favored, replanted, and spread. Modern bananas are essentially sterile clones, propagated not by seeds, but by cuttings from the parent plant. Every Cavendish banana you eat today is genetically almost identical to every other one on Earth. Another twist in the banana's identity is the plant itself. Despite its height and trunk-like appearance, a banana plant isn't a tree at all. It's actually a giant herb. The trunk is made of tightly wrapped leaf bases rather than woody tissue. When a banana plant produces fruit, it does so only once. After harvesting, the main stalk dies, and a new shoot grows from the base to take its place. This cycle has been repeating quietly for thousands of years, making bananas one of the most efficient and fascinating food crops humans have ever relied on. It's also part of why bananas spread so easily across tropical regions long before modern agriculture existed. Bananas didn't start as a global snack. They originated in Southeast Asia and Papua New Guinea, where people were cultivating them as early as 7,000 years ago. From there, bananas traveled with traders, explorers, and migrating cultures into India, Africa, and eventually the Middle East. By the time bananas reached Europe and the Americas, they were already deeply embedded in daily life elsewhere. In many cultures, bananas are cooked, fried, steamed, or boiled, treated more like a staple food than a dessert. This versatility helps cement the banana's global success and explains why its identity feels so slippery. It's sweet in one culture, savory in another, and scientifically confusing everywhere. At first glance, arguing over whether a banana is a berry might feel pointless, but these classifications shape how scientists understand plant evolution, agriculture, and food security. Knowing how fruits develop helps researchers breed more resilient crops, understand disease vulnerability, and trace how plants adapted alongside humans. Bananas, for example, are incredibly vulnerable to disease precisely because they are clones. A single fungus can threaten entire plantations worldwide. Understanding what bananas truly are isn't just trivia. It's a reminder of how fragile our everyday foods can be. So, what exactly is a banana? It's a fruit, a berry, a herb-produced miracle, and a global traveler shaped by thousands of years of human choice. It looks simple, tastes familiar, and fits neatly into our routines. But beneath the peel is a quiet story of botany, history, and human ingenuity. The next time you eat a banana, you're not just having a snack. You're holding one of the strangest success stories in the natural world. And that's the beauty of simple things. The closer you look, the less simple they become. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.